Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's news bulletin. Here are the headlines of the day. Meghalaya celebrates 62nd Teachers' Day. Several teachers honoured in recognition of their contributions. Law and order satisfactory in Meghalaya, says Cabinet Minister Paul Lyngdoh. KSU meets Health Minister over the controversy of allotment of MBBS seats under state quota. And Opposition Congress unhappy with short duration of the upcoming autumn session. Teachers' Day is being celebrated throughout Meghalaya today along with the rest of the country. The day is celebrated on the birth anniversary of educationist and former President Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. The official function was organized at the State Central Library, where Education Minister Rakam A. Sangma was the chief guest. On the occasion, awards were also presented to the teacher awardees, while a special project under SSA was also inaugurated. Meanwhile, Deputy Chief Minister Sneo Bhalangdhar attended the 62nd Teachers' Day celebration at Jowai. In his address, the Deputy Chief Minister lauded the teachers for their efforts in shaping society and the nation as a whole by producing exceptional students from the district.
And she was very
again, a happy Teachers' Day to all the teachers of all levels, of all districts across the state and across the country. May your service and may your dedication will always to be remembered in the days to come. One thing in the teacher's profession that it happens, teachers never fail. As a teacher, we never fail. But as a teacher, if somebody fails, he is and she is extraordinary and he is exceptional.
Cabinet Minister Paul Lyngdoh today said that law and order in the state is satisfactory. The statement came from Lyngdoh following Monday's violence in Shillong, when police had to resort to tear gas and lathi charge to disperse the Hitu members. Lyngdoh pointed out that there will always be isolated incidents in the state. Meanwhile, Lyngdoh today hinted that one election, one poll may not be a good idea for a country as diverse as India. He said the diversity of the country needs to be respected.
Satisfactory. Overall, we have had not many major disruptions, but of course there will always be isolated incidents. I would only urge upon all concerned to always feel free that if you have any grievances, come to the negotiating table. That will help resolve a lot of issues. I do feel that in the context of a very diverse country like India, for instance, a country that is so diverse that in fact we need more than one time zone. So how can you talk in terms of one nation, one election?
Leaders of the Khasi Students' Union, which has doubted the credentials of the 9 MBBS candidates, met with Health Minister Ampreen Lyngdoh on Monday to register their opposition to the selection. Leaders of the Voice of the People party had met with Lyngdoh on the matter earlier. The minister told reporters after the meeting with the KSU that the state would have a revised list of selected candidates after the centre on Sunday night announced 2 more medical seats for the state. According to the minister, the government is ensuring that each applicant signs an undertaking that his or her seat would be revoked if any document is found to be doctored. Meanwhile, KSU General Secretary Donald Thaba said some doubtful applicants with doubtful citizenship were selected for the MBBS seats from the state quota.
MBBS quota from the state government. they are doubtful residents. So we did give press release a few days back.
We have anyways ensured that every applicant who has applied for allocation of seats signs an undertaking that if any document found to be untrue and fraudulent, their seat will stand revoked. We also have that. We cannot delay this allotment of seat anymore because we are running out of time. Most institutions are giving deadlines to all who are availing the seats to report to their institution, I'm told already by 1st, 2nd, 3rd of September. We are already running late.
Opposition Congress has expressed discontentment over the short duration of the upcoming autumn session of the Meghalaya Assembly scheduled to begin from September 15th. Congress leader and opposition chief whip Saling Sama said that duration of 5 days for the session is too short. In such a short time, public grievances cannot be discussed, as there are several issues that need to be discussed. He added that issues like job preservation policy, interstate border dispute with Assam, and even matters concerning education sector need to be discussed in detail. According to the Congress leader, the session should at least span over 15 to 20 days.
Public grievances has brought before us. There are lots of issues that need to be considered and debated and discussed. This is the only ground and the place where we can highlight every problem, not only from my constituency but from all over the state. There are lots of issues, burning issues you can say. So there are lots of motions, resolutions that need to be considered, lots of questions that to be raised. So whatever BAC has considered only for 5 days is very, very much constrained. It's not enough. At least 15 to 20 days should have been taken.
The first Play to Learn Summit was successfully organized in Shillong today, highlighting the crucial role of play in young children's overall development. The state of Meghalaya is carrying out an early childhood development mission, which is the first of its kind initiative in the country. The main goal of the mission is to maximize the lifelong potential of children by providing the key development support required in the critical early years, from conception to 8 years of age. Paul Lingdor, the Minister of the Social Welfare, Government of Meghalaya, said that play is meaningful. It is a pathway to nurturing young minds and building a brighter future for Meghalaya.
Somebody who's going to come over here who thinks about all.
The essence of the mission is that we encourage the early growth of children with a special focus on their mental, physical being as the focal point of the mission.
East Jaintia Hills Police today arrested one person from Umtira in East Jaintia Hills and seized 250 grams of heroin. The police made the seizure based on intelligence that one drug supplier is traveling in a sumo and heading towards Shillong from Mizoram. In this connection, a case is being registered at Claria Police Station and investigation of the same is underway to trace the forward and backward linkages. And now for the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 28.6 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 17.9 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 67% while it was 91% in the evening. The recorded rainfall was 4 millimeters. And the forecast says light to moderate rain is very likely to occur at a few places. And before we wind up, here's the headlines once again. Meghalaya celebrates 62nd Teachers' Day. Several teachers honored in recognition of their contributions. Law and order satisfactory in Meghalaya, says Cabinet Minister Paul Lingdor. KSU meets Health Minister over the controversy of allotment of MBBS seats under state quota. And Opposition Congress unhappy with short duration of the upcoming autumn session. And with that, viewers, we've come to the end of today's edition of the News Bulletin. Do join us back tomorrow at the same time. Good night.